best of any team in NBA history over a 15-year span. I'd have to agree with you. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Duncan, he's checked in for Splitter. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Green in for Bellinelli.
I'd like to see them go 2 for 1 here.
I would too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one too.
Shots good from Young.
What a terrific feed by Nash.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Well, you got to time up the clock. It's easier said than done, but you got to execute your offense on that first possession.
The bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And back to the Lakers' struggles last season. What do you think, Clark, were the main problems that, held them back from being the kind of title contender that they thought they were and a lot of people imagined they were?
Well, how much time do I have? 3 or 4 shot clocks worth? I think there were a number of issues, as you might expect. Injuries played a significant role, but I think there was discord over how they should play, really no true identity. They were a big team trying to be small, a team without a number of shooters trying to spread the floor, older team trying to go up tempo, coaching change, and that transition.
Right, yes.
You had a lot of moving parts, and it made it very difficult for everybody, I think, and it showed in how the Lakers' season went.
That's a good assessment. 9 seconds left to play in the first half. Right side, Kobe. Got it off in time. Drilled it just as the horn
And
sounds.
Kevin, he had the eye of the tiger there. He was not going to pass that shot up.
No
well
way.
done. Big time shot in the knee.
No, he was dying for the chance to take that shot, no question.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Lakers ahead as they end the third quarter with a 13-4 run. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, you haven't seen much work put in off the bench thus far. When we see that second unit after the break, what are you hoping to see from them?
I just want to have a semblance of motion so that they know where they're going and the ball moves. They don't play in a crowd. Just basically see if they know what they're doing.
We'll see, Coach. Thanks for the time. Guys.
Thanks, Doris. And, folks, the halftime show is coming up next. And then it's on to the third quarter. We'll step aside right now.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome, I'm Damon Bruce. A great game going on out at Staples Center. A strong first half for the Lakers. They've dialed in from long range, an incredible shooting performance from outside. A sensational first half for Steve Nash. How's that for a shooting percentage? 100. Yes, 100% from the court. Not too bad. And this dedicated Spurs team is weathering the storm. They've come out of the gates strong to start, looking to keep going. Their work on the offensive boards, a big factor. Great effort out there. Real scores, real stats from the real NBA. Time to check it out. For the Clippers, a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Their scoring leader, Blake Griffin.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. A fantastic game from Steve Nash in this one.
Wow, the threes have just been dropping for him. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Could not have been a more productive day for him from long range.
Spurs
Defensively ready to react and make a play.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. It's Ginobili with the drive. No one near him. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Dion. 11 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Bryant, out to the right wing. Here's Farmar, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 9. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
Tune in next Wednesday night, November 22nd. Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Be there.
And And, Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because he passes the ball so well, sets up his teammates beautifully, really gets this offense into a nice rhythm.
Delivering the pass important, but putting the pass in the right place for a shooter, as you well know, is huge.
Yep, no question.
Lakers leading by 9. Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. Hill is out there with Nick Young. And it's Kaman in at the 5, down low. That's the Laker 5.
You know, it's interesting. Kobe, the last few years, has gotten very loose with his opinions. He's not afraid to say it like it is. And I think one of the inflammatory remarks he made that caught a lot of attention was when he mentioned that the Olympic team back in 2012 was better than the '92 Dream Team.
Good on the second free throw. And that was a bold thing to say going back to Kobe. Definitely got the media talking, Clark, about, you get the feeling he actually believes that they were better.
He might have been right, he might have been wrong. I mean, I think it comes back to the fact that Kobe has no problem saying things that might not be easily received. I'm not sure why anybody is surprised by that. I mean, you don't get to be an elite player without having very high confidence in your ability and your team.
That's good. And that's 10 points for Tim Duncan.
Beautiful ball movement again.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, they are really sharing the basketball.
Nash against Ginobili. On its way from Young for 2. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. And the Lakers lead by 10.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
He's getting to the rack all game. If they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside, Green. He dishes it to Ginobili. Looking for a splitter. He gets it there. Buries it down low.
He's been a different guy in the second half, guys. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Gasol against Duncan. Here's Young. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
Green kicks to Ginobili. Pass to Duncan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. They get the rebound. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Thiago Splitter.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, he looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
San Antonio making a switch here. Parker's checked in. And